All right, I'll share my screen now. All right. Is my screen visible now? All right, thanks. So, as I said, that for this week, we shall be focusing majorly on how to go about presenting our projects in a better way. And the first thing here is to use the STAR framework in presenting your problem. What do I mean by STAR framework? Situation, the task, the action, and the results. The situation is, for the situation part, you state the problem, as in, what are you trying to solve? What is this your project trying to solve? What is it providing solution to? That's where you want to state the situation of the problem. And for our project one, what is trying to solve is to analyze the effects of the 15% discounts that a business, an e-commerce business, rolls out on all of their products. They've experimented with the 15% discounts. They want to test, they want to know the results, whether it's yielding or not. That's the situation. Then the task ahead, that is, how do you want to solve the situation? How do you want to solve the situation? You state it there. That's your own task as an analyst. You break it down, then you analyze it using what's back. That's where those tools comes in. That okay, these are those things that I used to solve the problem. These are those stuffs that I used to solve the problem. So then afterward, your insights, your recommendation, your observation will be in the results section, which is the last part of the STAR framework. Then after doing this, let me just illustrate with my portfolio to see how to demonstrate a STAR framework implementation. All right, I think it's better now. Yeah, actually I'm having a very bad network, but now I think I'm audible, right? Please, can you simply confirm that? All right. Sorry for that. Actually, this evening, as in my network is just as in fluctuating. So as I'm saying, that for this week, we are going to be presenting the first project. And the mode, as in the method of presenting the first project, will be using the STAR framework in our presentation. And I've explained shortly what the STAR framework is. You state the situation, that is the business problem itself, then followed by the task, that is how you break down the business problem into various chunks that you want to handle. The action, in there, your insight, your analysis, the tools that you use to solve those tasks will be there. Then the result, which is the final work, which is your recommendation, your insight will be there. So I just want to illustrate how it looks like using my portfolio, personal portfolio project, how to structure it. Take, for instance, you have something like this. Okay. Network is very bad. Let's take, for instance, here is a project. This first paragraph of the project statement is the situation, then followed by the task. Although this is very short, actually. In the task, you state your objective, how you want to solve the problem, and everything like that. Then followed by the action that you took. That is how you clean your data, if it is as in some statistical analysis you took on it and everything, you explain it in there. Then afterward, you state your results. So this is how we want as in us to structure our outline for the project. Then aside that, this first project that we are talking of, as I said earlier, that the video for the analysis, the SQL analysis, will be released tonight. Then the last part of the project, which is the dashboard building, that's the unique part of the project that you have to contribute, as in put in your insights, put in your analysis skills in it. So that will make your project stand out. As I earlier said on that, this program basically is not just earning other YouTube channel, end-to-end as in data analysis projects. You'll be given that privilege to put input, to insert your input in the project. And the privilege to be given for this first project is for you to design your dashboard yourself. After walking you through the first process, second process, third process, the last process, which is the dashboarding process, it will be your unique as your unique value that you put to the project. Then aside that, after doing that, you publish your report on LinkedIn. Why LinkedIn? As you all know that LinkedIn is one of the basic platform for any recruiters or any job seekers and the likes. And the visibility on LinkedIn can't be compared to any other platform. So that's why it's advisable to publish your reports on LinkedIn. Then aside that, the last thing here is for you to make short video on your presentation of your dashboard presentation. One of
Sorry,
one of the things.
can I say somebody else's mic is not
Okay,
muted, so
is that
it's
please? Yeah, yeah.
TA. Thank you.
Okay.
That's the bit of way. Okay.
Seems it's okay now, right?
Yes, it
All
is.
right. So why the short video? As you all know, as a data analyst or data scientist, after majority of the dashboards that we do see online, maybe on LinkedIn or elsewhere, after the analyst have put in the hard work in designing his dashboard and everything, to present insight, which is part of the major skill that any data analyst have to have, storytelling, how to present your findings to the stakeholder, necessary stakeholders and everything. You find out that some of those dashboard, the background will just be music, or they'll just be illustrating, just using illustration without what voicing out. So this will build your speaking skill, as in your communication skill, and also your storytelling skill. Tell us what you find out from the problem you encountered when you are designing your dashboard, or what you as in find out, your insight, your recommendation. Speak it out. Be practicing it loud. That will give a recruiter a sense of, as in a sense that okay, this particular analyst is what can communicate his findings out clearly in ordinary time without any technical jargons. You playing music as in the background means that you are hiding under that you are not showcasing your as in your communication skill, your storytelling skill. So those are the three major things that you'll be considering for this first project. Use star framework for your analysis, publish your reports on LinkedIn, then a short video of that also should be attached to it. Just like this that I showed you, just like this my project over here that I showed you earlier on. Here is all this stuff, and also there's also a video for the what for the presentation in there. Likewise, this dashboard tax, the video is also there, and the video there is what is as in I explain what I did in the project. So we have to as in inculcate this habit in ourselves by what? By speaking out. And before you know, whenever you are showcasing yourself by speaking out, you as in it's just a matter of time. You will later adapt to it, and you will later be what very fluent in presentation. It will really as improve your presentation skill. But mine is take for instance somebody, Mr. A, since he or she has been practicing his analysis, he has never speak for once in public. Now imagine that person is being recruited to an organization or a business. How will that person start? It will be very tedious to start. So this is your goal, and this is our goal. We are here to improve ourselves, not only skill wise, also in some non-technical wise, like in terms of communication. So we urge us all, whenever we are submitting this first task, we should have a short video. It can just be a 3 minute video, 2 minute video, not lengthy. Just the basic, as in the main points, main insights that you derive from the projects, starting from the start to the end, not only the dashboard alone. You can also, as in, just give us an overview how you simulate the automation. Okay, whenever new data enters, I use this Python script to simulate any new entry to the MySQL database. Then I connected my SQL database to my Power BI and the likes. So that will shows that you that will shows your ability of storytelling. Then lastly, any late submission will be penalized. This tax is ending by Saturday, this oncoming Saturday, which is an ample time for us to put in our best. We might be very busy for this, as in for this last week. That's okay. I'm unable to watch this video to the end. I'm unable to do this and that. But another week is there for us now to buckle up and strengthen our skills and put everything together to make a complete end-to-end project. So any late submission, whenever we have any late submission will be penalized one. And whenever you miss two projects, because we are starting the other project, the second project, which is the uh, sales funnel web app, we are starting it upper next week. Whenever we find out that our candidates or any participants miss two projects consecutively, the person is out of the game, because we have to, as an imbibe that culture in ourselves, that we have to be meeting up with what deadline. Whenever you are given a task by a client, you will be given a task forever. You'll be given some deadline that, okay, you are presenting this tomorrow, you are presenting this by this time. So, and we have to stick with it. And I think we are very generous enough with giving this deadline. It's not a tight deadline, actually. You can simply complete all these projects a day if you have the time. But giving us till Saturday, because all of us, as in, some are working class, some are students, some are this and that. So no matter how our schedule is, let's try to allocate some time to the project. So this is the overview of the first project presentation outline. And if you are done, whenever you are done, this is just the dead, as in the last day. Whenever you are done, if you are done on Monday, submit it. A link will be issued out where you fill it and submit the link. The link space will be provided there, and also your name, and also the other details also be as in provided there. That will be your, as in, that will be part of your grade that will qualify you for the certificate of the program. And aside, as I said earlier on in our onboarding session, that certificates to us here doesn't mean anything. You can have billions of certificates, but what Sportpolitics is trying to imbibe in us is what that skill, that technical skill, and that's both technical and not technical skill of handling projects end to end. Aside that, presenting a well portfolio presentable project, not just YouTube copy and paste projects or GitHub copy and paste projects. Do it yourself. You won't be spoon-fed 100%. That's our as an agenda of organizing this program. And if we can strive enough to complete this program, definitely we'll have nothing less than 4 standard projects end to end, using all the basic analytics tools in them. We'll have 4 projects in our portfolio, especially for those of us that are still struggling with having an arranged portfolio, or as in these projects, this Portfolitics 1.0 will give us that avenue for us to have a complete portfolio project. So I'll just ought to comply. So here is the overview of the second project that we shall be looking inward to by upper next week, which is the sales funnel web app building. As you all know, major data analysis projects are confined to dashboarding alone. Whenever you see any analysis project, the end result is dashboarding, which is good. But how can we re-strategize that? How can you show a potential employer that you are not only using the basic tools like the Excel, Google Sheets, SQL, regardless of the flavor of the SQL you are using, Power BI, Tableau, and the likes. How can you showcase to a potential employer that you can also work with other teams in an organization? This particular project will showcase that okay, this analyst can also work with, let's say, the software engineering team or the data engineering team in our organization. This project will showcase that, because in this project we shall be using, our data shall be fetched through an API. You will know how to fetch data from an API endpoint. Likewise, you also have the basic knowledge of what Streamlit. Streamlit, as I said earlier on in our body session, that Streamlit is one of the most convenient data deployment app. Streamlit, call it Streamlit, or this other app, Shiny app also. Shiny for Python. We have Shiny for Python, and also we also have Shiny for R. You can also deploy it. They are web app based, very simple. No need of you knowing front end, back end, and everything like that. All this full stack software. You don't need to be a full stack engineer to deploy your data analysis or data science app. You can simply leverage these two, Streamlit or Shiny. Easier to use. They are very easy to use. So you will learn the basic of Streamlit, how it works, the frameworks and the likes, and also how to analyze a sales funnel. What do we mean by sales funnel? Sales funnel, as in business, the basic as in business usually use sales funnel to filter any potential area that they can improve on, or any potential area they can leverage on, whether through the customer segment area, or whether through as in their marketing strategy, if they want to re-strategize how to diversify their campaign, to who, to whom, and to whom. It is the sales funnel that will simplify everything. Is it clear? So we'll be looking into that. Then we'll be deploying it through using the Streamlit web app. As this will also distinguish you from all this basic dashboarding alone. Just imagine you can design this one for your organization. It will relieve your organization from repetitive work by just like, okay, let's take for instance, they want to roll out another campaign. You gather your data sets, you are being given as data analyst to us to see the visibility of the reports as in of the data sets and their campaigns and everything like that. Instead of you still starting the job from the scratch again, this app will serve as what? As an automated process for you. Just pick in your data, insert it in it, it will clean it automatically and display what's the dashboard. Because in this particular app also, we shall be automating this data cleaning task in there. Instead of us cleaning data sets every time using Excel or using Google Sheets, we'll be using Python for that automatically. Whenever you insert your data, you input your data set there, it will clean it automatically and display your dashboard. If you can give this to your organization, I'm very sure your CEO or your boss will appreciate that, because it saved them a lot of time. It will save them a lot of time. And aside that, it also shows that you are also dynamic as a data analyst. You are not just limited to the traditional dashboarding, Excel, and SQL alone. So this will showcase your skill in a better way. So that's what I have for now. So if you have anybody that's have any contribution, what exactly are we submitting? Yeah, what we are submitting here, as I highlighted it out, we are submitting, you'll be provided a link, a Google link that will have a space for the LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile will be there, as in, I mean, your LinkedIn, the LinkedIn link for the tax will be there. And take notes, you are publishing on LinkedIn. For the LinkedIn reports, as in for the LinkedIn reports, you must state the problem statement using star framework. As in, actually, I couldn't find anyone that I can just use as perfect example for that. But here is an example for that. Let's take, for instance, this is a LinkedIn as an interface. Your problems should be structured something like this, somehow like this. The video will be incorporated in it, as in the link to the video, I mean. And also, the project outline will be something like this, the task, the action, and the results. So you have to provide it in that manner. So you are submitting that LinkedIn link to your published article. Just go to your LinkedIn. You'll find a space for the published article for that. Then you can publish it through that area. My LinkedIn is taking time due to the network, but I'm very sure that all of us will converse with that and we know how to do that in a better way. Is there any other question that we can clarify before calling it a day? You can simply unmute the mic if you are as in
Okay.
you're
Yes.
willing to
Yeah. So,
contribute, please.
yeah. Can you hear me? I have a question. Hello.
With my explanation, please.
Hello,
Hello.
Said.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for
You're audible.
this. Okay. Thank you. So what I wanted to ask is that
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible. You can continue, please.
the format for the LinkedIn report. Can we also use that format for
Isaiah, you're
a
audible, please.
portfolio? Yes, yes, I'm talking. I think it's the network. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible. I can hear you.
Okay, so I was
It's
asking
like
that
breaking actually, but you're audible.
the format for the LinkedIn
Yeah,
report,
you're
can can we also use that format for a
you're the same.
portfolio website? Can we also use that for a portfolio website? That's one.
Okay. Actually, I couldn't catch the first question, please. I just only add
For
portfolio
this,
website. I oh, think network generally tonight is very bad. Can you just simply type it out so that we can address that, please? You can just simply type it to the chat section. This network is really bad, actually. Actually, I will restate that and I also post it in our Discord link. Seems like the network is very bad tonight. But for the first question, I think I've please what is the advised portfolio site? Actually, for my portfolio, I used uh I used a template I found on a GitHub account like that to structure, and I restructured it to fine-tune my own portfolio. This is on GitHub, github.io. It's been hosted on GitHub actually. And you can also use other portfolio building website like Wix, WIX. You can also use Wix. There are also other free portfolio websites also that you can use to design your portfolio website as a data analyst. So you can also include the link also to that so that whenever anybody read through your article, they might also see other projects that you've done through that link. Secondly, I wanted to request that we get more explanation on Streamlit as I have no idea. Yeah, that it's part of it, as I said earlier on that for the second project, basic knowledge of Streamlit also will be discussed. It's as in it's something that is not that as in common among data analysts to some extent, even though there are some of us that are being exposed to all these as in softwares and the likes, but not that's generally common. So we have the basic knowledge of that. Then thirdly, I'm still having error in my Python script for this current task. How can you help me? Simply send a screenshot of the error, the specific error you're having to the group, to the technical issues as in channel, and that will be addressed. But we are not done with the project one. Yeah, for the project one, we are still left with the SQL analysis part and also introduction to the as in dashboarding parts, how to connect my SQL with Power BI. So the video will be released tonight. So and that will be the end for the project's one task. So designing of the dashboard itself and addition of value metrics on the dashboard will be where you guys will come in to put in your own effort and your insights in it so that every one of us here will have unique portfolio. It won't be just same portfolio as the same projects all through because every one of us here will have as different skills in designing dashboard. The way I would design my yours, it will also be different from the third person also. So we have several unique ideas that you can put together in designing dashboard. So that's where your input also comes in. So whenever you are discussing this particular portfolio, or maybe let's say you're in an interview and a recruiter say, walk me through your portfolio, you're able to see something tangible because you are the one that puts in your efforts, as in your insight is there, your effort is there, you're able to explain better compared to something that you just saw on YouTube and follow back to back and everything like that. So that's it actually. The error logging is not being updated when I run the script. I really try to decipher the error from the terminal and it's not explicit there. Please, can you be, I don't understand this, please. The error logging is not being updated. It should be updated actually.
Hello?
Can you,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah, so the problem is when I run the script, there is an error file.
Yeah, error.log
Yes,
file.
that we created, error.log file. Yes. So when I check
Yeah.
it, like in your video, if anytime there's error, it displays there. But mine is not displaying. So that's why I'm not even able to share the error. So what I have to do was to check the terminal. But it brings a lot of gibberish in that terminal. But I still try to decipher some things and I worked on them, but still it's not working.
Actually, maybe you're having some issue with the configuration actually, but tonight also the code, as in, I think I have it over here. The code for, as in all the the code for the query, including the table creation queries, for the MySQL analysis queries, and also the code for the Python also will be provided. Here is it, so that you can simply as in check it through and look it through whether you are making some as in little mistake over there, so that you can make necessary adjustments. So I will share this tonight. I've already uploaded it to the academy link. So share it. Is that clear?
All right, thank you so much.
All right.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, welcome, sir. So after we are done designing the dashboard, we will do a video explanation of the project and dashboard posts. It's on LinkedIn. Yeah, the link to, as in, you can just as in record a video, maybe on YouTube. The link giving an overview of the project A to Z is just an overview, not in depth. You won't be writing a code. Assume that you are presenting your project to a non-technical person, somebody that doesn't understand of data analysis, that doesn't understand anything like CTE. This one is MySQL workbench. This one is this one is that. You'll be using as in past and this and that. Just explain it in a basic, plain language, an overview of the project, including from the beginning, from how you clean your data and everything like that, to the end where you display your dashboard. That's what is being expected of us. Just record it in a YouTube, then the YouTube link, add it to that your LinkedIn published article. Just add it to it. So that's what is being expected of us. Is there any other question? Okay, I think that is answered. Please, do you have any other question or any other observation or any other insight that we can give before we call it a day? Okay, without wasting much of our time, I think today's has been cleared, and I think I've done justice to what is being expected of us starting from next week. Whenever we are done with the project, we can simply start submitting it. A link will be issued out. Whenever we are done, we can simply start submitting it. Don't wait till the last minute before submitting the project. As earlier communicated, anyone that missed 2 consecutive projects, whether that person submits lately or doesn't submit at all, the person will be out of the team actually. Because what we are trying to imbibe here is not by as in having much people and the likes, but having those people, that those like-minded, that can work, that can put in their efforts in whatever they are doing actually. So, and I think all of us, we are capable enough to tackle the task. So nice to meeting you guys tonight. So see you in the next session by Sunday, and also see you in the Discord group. Thank you so much for taking your time to attend this session. We really appreciate it. Okay, Isaiah, you have something to say?
No, I just wanted to thank you. I want to say thank you, Sage. Thank you so much.
You're really welcome,
To
sir.
your team too.
Okay, so you're really welcome, sir. All right, let us call it a day over here. Bye.